person. He's one of our national directors. But now we have a new and upcoming part of the dynasty is Chris Royster. And he's going to be your presenter tonight. And I would like for you all to give him a warm applause, please. Executive Director Chris Royster.
How y'all doing this evening?
Great.
Great. As Jean introduced me, my name is Chris Royster. Very brief about me. I don't like to talk about myself a whole heck of a lot. I grew up here. I was born in New York, and my family moved down here a long time ago. And I went to high school here, and started working, and started working, and started working. And it got to the point where I started to notice certain things. Now, this is when I was younger, 19, 20, 21. And if any of you can relate, when you're 19, 20, 21, you're making any kind of money, it's good money, right? Living at home with folks, balling out of control, quote unquote, right? But the thing of it is though, at a certain point, you want to move forward with what you're doing. You either get bored with what you're doing, or you want more responsibility. Eventually, you want to get paid more money, right? Well, when you start doing that, you want to start, hey, knock on the door, I want to do something else. I want to do a little bit more than what I'm doing. Okay, well, I'll let you know. I took that from somebody the other day, all right? The thing of it is, though, I don't really listen to that. I'm going to go find out what's going on. I'm going to email them, phone call them, knock on the door, and be like, hey, I submitted myself for these opportunities. I'm obviously qualified. What's the holdup? And eventually it was a matter of, sometimes you have to leave to go somewhere else because people aren't listening. But how many times are you going to let that happen in your lifetime, though? Because I don't know how old all of y'all are. You might know how old I am. But I don't have time to waste like that. I don't have a time machine to go back and say, well, let's start all over the process here. I could be doing more. And so eventually it got to the point where most recently I was in Miami and making money down there, and all of a sudden everybody got fired. I got fired, my manager got fired, his person got fired. I'm like, how can you just do this? Apparently they've been doing it for a while. I didn't know that when I took the job, though. But I had to take the job because I wasn't working. You can relate that. A lot of people, there's stretches where you didn't work for 6 months, a year. I know some people who haven't worked for 3 years. Okay? How long will you let that control happen to yourself? Eventually you have to have an alternative. And this company that we're going to talk about tonight is an alternative. It's a company called Filings. The company is based on 5 principles: vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. In that video we just watched a little bit ago, you heard some of those words, right? Freedom, opportunity, success. I've been doing some webinars lately on the theme of, why are you afraid of success? Not of failure, but of succeeding, because if you don't try, how do you know something is not going to work until you do it? You took the job that you have right now not knowing a thing about it, right? But you got trained, and you're still there, right? And as long as you do your job, you're still going to be there, right? So are you necessarily going to get paid what you're worth? At a certain point? We'll talk about that later. Founded in 2001, which is 13 years ago now, we have 3 gentlemen who have 60 years of experience in sales and marketing and directing things, and they decided, you know what? We believe we're on the forefront of putting something together where a lot of people can use their own personal skills and abilities and actually earn what they're worth. And that's what they did. Rochester, New York, they put up headquarters there. There's a news story about that, by the way, if you Google it. And it's a 50,000 square foot facility. All the employees of Filings are there. Everything that you see in regards to all this kind of stuff comes from Rochester, New York. Okay? Representatives come first. In the company that you work with right now, can you say that your company treats you as a number 1? No. Okay? You got to be honest about that now. You can't fake the funk on that. You got to say yes or no on that. Our company does that. Why? Another nice word I like to use a lot. Why have a plan B? See this word, plan B. What is a plan B? Having a secondary option to do something when the first option didn't work, right?
Yes.
Here are the reasons why you would have a plan B. Freedom. If you can't take your kids to school in the morning, you can't pick them up in the afternoon, that's a problem, right? Be your own boss. If you know more than whoever is your current boss right now, you probably should be getting paid more than them, right. And you're not. Debt-free. How many of us in this room are debt-free right now? That could be a reason. Children's college fund, if you have kids, college is not cheap. It will not be cheap anytime soon, okay? So instead of getting that loan, that child, when they become older, have to pay back in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, why not pay for it yourself? Charity, a lot of people like to give, but they can't when they don't have anything to give, right? Third-party credibility. Now, again, you don't know me from Sam I am. I'm just some tall guy up here talking to you. Don't believe anything that I say. You can look up stuff. That's what the internet is for, right? That's what Google is for. I'm always a Google it, okay? Inc. magazine. Inc. 500 is a publication that nobody can buy into, okay? It's a publication that features privately owned companies in the United States of America, okay? You know how many privately owned companies there are in the United States of America? There are over 40 million privately owned companies in the United States of America. 5 Links is a company that's been in this magazine 8 straight years. Okay? Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah.
I don't like to clap, but I'm just clapping. The reason that's a big deal is because, think about it, the only other company that's actually been in this magazine 8 straight years before they went public is Microsoft. You've heard of Microsoft, right? Okay. Before they went public. You know what happens when people go public, right? We'll get to that a little bit later as well. We've also been featuring Success from Home magazine, which is a very old publication. It features home-based businesses, which is this is what this is. And in January, they featured our whole company of 5 Links, cover to cover, saying, this is a viable company that you should think about. We're going to spend the money and do photo shoots and interview all these people within this company in our magazine. Isn't that pretty cool? Now, we're talking about direct sales. Now, our company is based on a mantra to say, Company A, multi-billion-dollar company, says, you know what, Bernadette, I want you to bring us customers. Because those people at the Sprint store might not really know what they're talking about. And you're taking the ticket, and you're waiting in line, 30 minutes go by, okay, I'm going to go activate my phone. Hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes later, you might have what you want, right? Instead, I'm going to just go to Bernadette, I'm going to get my Samsung. That's what direct sales is. Why wouldn't someone deal with you, Roosevelt, rather than going to that store, right? That is the principle of it. Now, direct sales as a marketplace, we have a comparison to 3 different industries: movie, music, football. Is football free agency time right now? Anybody getting a contract?
No.
$10 million guaranteed, $30 million over 6 years. Anybody? Okay, well, no. $9.6 billion is what they made last year, the industry itself. Okay, music industry. You know, I was doing a little something back in the day, but I don't have an album coming out this summer. You know, I don't like Lil Wayne, but I'm still not going to come out with an album this summer. Okay, there's a shot at Lil Wayne. $16 billion in the music industry last year. The Voice, American Idol, anybody? Okay, can't do that. Movie industry. All kind of blockbuster movies are about to come out. Like Captain America, Winter Soldier, I gotta go see that. You know, all these really hot movies. I'm not in any of them. Any of y'all?
No.
Okay. $10.8 billion. Okay. $37 billion worth of industry here. We didn't get to do anything about it, right?
Right.
Guess what? $167 billion, was made by direct sales as an industry. That's viable, and that's something all of y'all can be a part of if you want to. Next slide. Opportunity, timing and positioning. A lot of people say to be in the right place at the right time. If that's what you want, I almost agree with that to a point, because the opportunity is just an opportunity unless you take action. Okay, I use this example. If I said, David, I'm going to give you 5,000 shares of Google stock. You can get them at $1 a piece for 1 day before they go back to the regular price. You knowing what Google is, would you or would you not find a way to get $5,000?
Get 10,000.
You'd get 10,000, right? You want to know why he would do that? You all know who Google is, right? You know Google runs the world now, right?
Right.
Do you know how much Google stock is right now? Couple hundred, huh? Anybody else knows how much Google stock is? Over 800, right? It's $1,200 a share. So if he found 5,000 people, or for a couple of people to give whatever he got to 5,000, David just made $6 million. Okay? Opportunity, because guess what? If he didn't do that, he has nothing, right? Opportunity, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, he had the early PC industry and long distance. Who cares about those big old computers? I'm going to keep my Texas Instrument, Tandy, whatever, calculator. I don't need that computer. Long distance. I'm going to keep paying my long distance bill, $300 a month for long distance, calling people in New York. But then it got deregulated, and what happened? MCI sprung up. Verizon came about. Didn't have to pay long distance anymore. Did any of you get paid from that? You still paying phone bills, though, from them, right? Internet. All of us missed that one, right? No one came knocking on our door, calling us, yo, man, internet, you know, what is it, Al Gore? The joke about him inventing the internet. He didn't call me, okay? Voice over Internet Protocol, which allows for all the digital applications that all of us use now. None of us got to be a part of these industries. Our company is saying now we have an opportunity to say, you know what? You can get into the energy industry because why? It's being deregulated. Several states are now wide open, which means if you're in Atlanta, you don't have to pay Georgia Power no more. I used to be in Atlanta. I used to have a condo on Peachtree Street right next to Fox Theater. You want to know how much my gas bill was? I'm not going to tell you. I had to pay it though. Because otherwise I couldn't cook, and I cooked all the time. I can now offer different services to people to say they can save money, and then they get paid on it on top of that, which is pretty cool, right? Text marketing. All of y'all have text messages that y'all sent out every day. Some of y'all are texting right now while I'm talking, right? Okay. But guess what? What if you could be getting paid off the text messages from somebody else? From the city, state, region, world. We could do that now. Healthcare. Obama is 4.2 million people. He needs 2 point something more to get his numbers, right? We have healthcare provisions now that we can offer people, because there's still people who's not going to get it, right? Wellness. Everybody's going to the vitamin shop, GNC, paying hundreds. I used to live in Miami. That GNC was always packed. All these muscle-bound guys coming down there on steroids. People want to be well. We can do that for them too. Products for the home. Here's going to be some slides in regards to what our company can actually provide the marketplace, the people that are out there. Security systems, high-speed internet. We have multiple providers that are the companies that you're already using now. We have partnerships with. So why wouldn't they, again, work with us? Mobile phones, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon. And again, the energy industry, $500 billion industry that we can partake in. Products for your business. If you know people who have businesses, they need to be able to expedite how they make money, how they bring in customers, things of that nature. So we have energy for the commercial community, healthcare alternatives. So if they have employees, guess what? All of a sudden, you know, those other deductibles are too high. Satellite TV payment solutions. Every time people are swiping, the reason you got to pay that $5 minimum, because their bill is too high. I'd rather just pay my 99 cents. You know what I do in Miami? I go to the next store. You don't $5, please. Security systems again, and $48 billion in the U.S. market for text messages alone. I would rather have a part of that, wouldn't you? That's fine. 44 million people are uninsured right now. Why couldn't you offer some alternatives for all the people that you know who don't have insurance for one reason or another? Don't get personal. We have credit monitoring, identity theft. People are stealing stuff all the time, right? Data protection, tech support 24/7. Your computer is broken, it can get fixed. Entertainment, we have a tablet that competes with the iPads called the Velocity tablet. It doesn't run out of memory. So with the iPad, when you run out of memory, that's it. With this, keep on going. We also have satellite TV. You've heard of Dish Network, right? Direct TV, right? We offer those services to people. We also have a portable charger with a Bluetooth and a speaker. It's really nice. It charges your phone 8 hours. It's a really nice device to have, and it's cheaper than the competitor, the Beats by Dre. Wellness. I mentioned wellness, about wanting to feel good and be better about your health. We have a product that helps with that directly. It's called Montevita Coffee. And we have other products that's going to come up behind this, but this is the mainstay one. The reason that this is important is, one, this is a patented product just for 5 lanes. Nobody else on the planet Earth or Mars can make this product, okay? The reason that's a big deal is because coffee is the second most drunk beverage on the planet Earth besides water. Everybody's drinking coffee. McDonald's, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, the fake people, whoever. They're drinking coffee, right? And you get up in the morning and you drink coffee. Well, why not you drink your coffee in the morning and all of a sudden it helps with appetite suppression so you're not eating so much so you can lose a little bit of weight. You have something in here, it's called MCT oil, that helps with the absorption of essential nutrients. So if your diet is kind of, I'm not eating right, you're still getting some of the things that you need. It also has Ramon seeds that helps with getting the vitamins A, B, C, and E. It helps with focus. It doesn't give you the jitters. I've been drinking Starbucks coffee forever. I've probably spent $20,000 on Starbucks coffee in my lifetime, easily. That's probably a low number. But with Starbucks coffee, I'm like, I'm going to punch through this wall. I'm going to jump over a building because I'm just, Then after that, I have, man, this stuff is killing my insides. This coffee doesn't do that. Plus, it tastes good, okay? So our company has brought these things about to say, these are things that people do already. Wouldn't it make sense for you to be able to get paid on it? Because everybody else is. Why not you? But you only know that if you put yourself in that position to do it. And that's the whole reason that you're here. You're looking for an alternative. You're looking for a plan B. You're looking for a little bit extra or maybe a lot extra to be able to take care of yourself and use the skills and abilities that you already have or you don't have, because really it's just talking. Who don't know how to talk? At least you graduated high school, just saying. Or even if you didn't, it's still a matter of, my name is Chris, I can offer this to you, great, and you're moving ahead. So what we're going to do now is I've presented the opportunity, I've presented the information on the basis of what we have to offer. What I want to do now is bring someone up who's going to discuss the other part of having a business. Of course, it's important of you getting paid, right?
Right.
You want to be, if you're going to do it, you got to get paid, right? So I'm going to bring someone else who really knows the company inside and out, how you get paid, how you get compensated. He's someone that, I've known and respected for a long time. He actually brought this to my attention. At first, I was like, not for me, I'm busy, that kind of thing. But with him, it's a matter of he has a certain why. He's going to talk about that. He's a national director with the company. He helps a lot of people. He likes to have fun, and you'll find that out the hard way in a second. He is my brother, National Director Daryl Royster.